Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Strategy Guide, where we show you how to get strategic victories and tactical victories in your favorite video games.
And guys, we are back, and we are starting the prep phase for Assault. For the Strategy Guide, repeat that build, make as many of these ground units as possible. Okay. Now they seem to be coming more heavily at us the second we do this. Now, I do want to note that you probably want to take out the enemies as soon as possible. Well, their ICBM launchers, because right now I do not have a nuke defense silo. So what I'm doing is upgrading our ground units. We got a lot more
launch detected
air than we do ground, so we don't have to worry about that so much. But what I will do is we definitely want a lot of everything. And what you normally do when you need more of something, you make another factory. And they just nuked another part of the city. Wow. How nice of them to attack some completely innocent people. Okay. I feel like there's a lot more air traffic than normal. I'm gonna set up maybe an extra AA tower here. I have 5, so I'm going to set up another heavy point defense there. Now what I'm going to do is to sort of be like the thing that pushes our land units forward, or sort of offsets their units so that they'll focus more on my Fat Boy, which is a land experimental that the UEF have. So I'm going to send it up the middle, sort of like a distraction, because that's an experimental. It can take a lot of damage, while we go around and punch up through the right side, our right flank, which will be their left flank. You gotta note what is what when you are doing this. Okay, so I got the second factory online. Okay, I'm gonna have it make rockhead tanks, and we're all gonna pop up over here. I'm gonna make a bunch of them. Okay. Now I'm gonna increase their damage via training, and we're gonna go from here and see how well they do now.
A new Fat Boy has just rolled off the production line. This one is fully controllable, not automated like the ones you ran into at the Bulan Industrial Complex.
Oh, sweet! This one's fully automated. So what we're gonna do is send this one straight forward for this army amassing right there. The attacks will get heavier and much more frequent as the longer we wait, but we need to prep an army soon and fast. So what we're going to do now is take the 2 engineers that we built for the sole purpose of building stuff with the factories, and have them stop making stuff for our base, and instead increase the efficiency of our base by supporting our factories and making them move faster. So what we're going to do now is give them more training. And that's all we're pretty much going to do. I'm probably going to buy the reduced cost here. Reduced build time for our air units. Then come down here, health regen, shield, and then go all out for training. Gunships would be nice if you have the time and extra resources to set aside more research stations to make that if you want. You can if you want to do that. But I get a lot of air traffic, so I'm just going to build another thing here. And then I'll have this engineer go and build maybe 1 or 2 more research stations. Because having a little bit faster, getting our stuff a little bit faster would be nice. Reduce the cost, so I'm using less to make it, but it's still taking the same amount of time. And I actually need this engineer here to heal these units. So, we're not going to get far on that front. Okay, so right now, if I look on the map, we did slow down the ground forces assault when they came at us, thanks to this fat boy. So, how many ground units do I have? Just on screen right now. Okay. This is quite enough for now. Not all. It's not a lot, but it'll be enough to put a dent into some of their factories. And definitely this nuke missile silo or strategic launcher or the ICBM unit. It has multiple names. You can call it whatever you want. Okay. So what we're doing, air and ground, all gonna move it all in one giant force here. That's about 119 units. We're gonna move forward. I'm gonna tell them to attack this first. I'm actually gonna tell them to move here because air units will get there first and they'll start attacking things. And if I tell them to attack a specific target, then the land units will stop moving because, well, something was already there. Like so. Move here. They're engaging in combat. And the main objective here is, think about it this way. You have 3 flanks. Your enemy's right in front of you. You have the right, center, and left flank. Right now, we are pushing all forces on right flank. Then we're going to try and sweep and weaken the left flank a bit once we take out all of our targets. Primary target is this ICBM launcher. Definitely want to do that, but we also definitely want to slow down all the air raids that we've been getting as well. So our secondary would be the air factory. Our third-dairy target would be the mass extractor, but that already has been taken out. Then you would want to go for the land factory. So now with our capabilities, we are going to take down and cripple some of their production. Yes, they are worse than the Cybran if they just want to attack innocent people. They just got a shield for their things, so we need to sort of take that out as well. And another nuke was launched somewhere. What's that? I do not know. Maybe that's landing pads. That's how they got here, I guess. Okay. So, now what we gotta do is take out the rest here. Take out this final factory. Probably want to go for the AA gun because that can attack things as well. Now that I have a lot more research, I'm going to put this all into my aircraft since I already have quite a lot of stuff for my ground units already. And plus we have less air units, which means they're being shot down faster. Which means my land units definitely need to take the time and attack these right here. Meanwhile, while this is all happening, back in my base, I still have units being made. Which is a good thing. Now, most of the time when I want to move a large force like this, your air units are definitely going to get there faster than your ground units. You just tell it to move to a location. Because you tell it to attack a target, ground units will not move there if the targets are destroyed and whatnot. So this is going to be a main focus here. Okay. So this power attack on the right flank has literally demolished everything here. And the fact that we're constantly attacking these other areas and starting to sweep means that they will not be able to send units here and rebuild stuff here without me being able to constantly attack them. It would be easier for me to constantly attack them if I had artillery, but I don't think we get that until next level. So, I'm going to tell everyone to go after this now. Get these AA units. Mainly the ground units will be able to do this as they can drive in inside the barrier of the shield and take them out much more easily than the air units can. So now that we got that down and the shield's down, our air units can do their job. Okay, we now have like 3 bombers left. We may be out of bombers, but what I definitely do know is that we have a lot of rocket tanks to make a dent into whatever they have left over here. We may not be able to fully destroy it, but that is completely fine. Our main objective is to just power through and damage whatever we can and still try and go after our main objectives. Now at this point, I would like to go for this. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to have this force, even though that they're constantly losing numbers because they're being assaulted constantly, and we're by turrets and whatnot, and enemy units, we're going to try and go after this and constantly wreck it. Once this happens, we'll be free to attack these 3 factories. And then what we're going to do is mass all of our forces and not attack in the middle, right here, but go after their ACU. Because if that thing goes nuclear, everything around it will be destroyed.
It's just started. I'm coming for you next.
I really think Colonel Rogers has overstepped his authority here. Like, you pretty much, when they cut off connection, left one guy in charge of a whole colony. It's military. And if one person hates someone so much, they will do what they can because they have complete control and power over this thing. And that's can be crazy sometimes. Makes me glad that I learned in US history that one person doesn't have the judgment call to go to war so that's sort of good. Yet we seem to always be at war. Okay, now you guys can see here, they're gonna try and form an army right here and then assault us. I can see this because of our radar. It doesn't tell us exactly what enemies, but we know something's in there. They're gonna come here. They're gonna get mowed down by this. If not, I can tell my units here to come back and attack them. So for now, what we're gonna do is try and push on here and attack their ACU. Now, if we don't get their ACU, we can just take the units from this assault here, all these, and make more of them, and use all of these and take all of these and go straight for them if we need to. Hopefully that will not be the case. Seeing as we are now fighting primarily with ground units now, I see it fit to upgrade our training. And I'm not really going to get all these because they're more or less unlock like new technologies rather than the actual upgrading of our units. Now I'm going to lose a lot of tanks because that thing goes nuclear.
That was for my wife and son.
But you know, that's how things go. Anyway, guys, we finished this mission, and this video is also finished as well. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this strategy guide. If you enjoyed it, leaving any comments, questions, or feedback for me in the comment section down below would be highly appreciated. This is part 2 of this particular episode. If you'd like to see part 1, that will be in my playlist of strategy guide, along with Civilization Revolution, Risk Factions, Warlords 2, Rise of Demons are other games I've played in strategy guide, and I have a new game that I'll be adding to our strategy guide games that I will show you a strategy guide for. It's a little bit different than some of the games I've been playing here, but I really like strategy stuff, so I'm really excited to do it. I'm still playing around trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, for certain scenarios and whatnot, and I'll get into the gist of it. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, just stay tuned to watch other episodes and whatnot.